the G5 jet. I'm on my way to a brand new kit.
Welcome back to eSIM Studios. My name is Taylor Bell. I have a special case review. I know it's been far too long since we've done case reviews. My mother had some health issues, but that's in the past. We're getting back to uploading regular scheduled content. We're doing our live stream every day in the afternoons. Please join us. eSIM Studios podcast, very popular. And but one of my favorite things that I'm delighted to get back to is not only tech reviews, but case reviews. I absolutely love cases. They're my favorite accessory. We've got lots of cases, so I honestly do consider myself a professional, an expert in this field. I've probably purchased thousands of cases with my own money, so I'm very particular, very picky when it comes to cases, what I like, what I don't like, what I think works for the general public, what I don't think works, all sorts of stuff. But I do have a special review today. We are reviewing the Crave case for the Samsung Galaxy S24 Plus. As you can see right below the microphone, I got it on the phone. Now, quick side note. eSIM Studios YouTube channel does the very best case reviews. Don't mean to really toot my own horn, but it's on my phone because I actually use the cases. 9 out of 10, if not all 100% of case reviews you see on YouTube, they'll get the case in and they'll simply take it out of the box, look at it for a second, slap it on the phone, and that's about it, right? Well, we do things a little differently here. When we get them in, I use them like a real person. Hard to believe. I actually use them for up to a week, I use them as my daily driver as far as the case on my personal phones. And it helps me, and it also obviously helps you, really fine tune the details, what I like, what I don't like, where I think they made, really good points on certain design language on their cases and where they could possibly make some improvements. However, this Crave case is pretty well designed. And before we get into it, I've actually used, now, Crave did send me these cases for free for return for a fair and honest review, because that's what we do here. However, I've been using Crave cases for years. I think the very first Crave case, I'll shut up in a second. I think the very first Crave case I bought was for the Pixel, the OG, maybe it was Nexus. Maybe Nexus 5. I know for sure the very first time I got one was with the OG Pixel XL. Y'all remember that one? The blue one? Ooh, that was a nice color. That was a nice phone. And been buying them ever since, basically for every phone I've owned. So when they reached out and said, hey, would you potentially want to review some of these cases? I was like, well, sure. I was like, I'm very familiar with your products, and they're very good products. So I want to thank everybody at Crave. Let's get into it, right? So now I have other cases here. I got a different angle camera. See up there. I have a different, they sent cases for a number of our devices. So today, now you'll see other cases on here for the Pixel, for S24 Ultra, and we're going to be recording and uploading every day. So this is specifically for the S24 Plus. However, if you're watching this, if you have a S24 Ultra, if you have a Pixel 8 Pro, if you have an iPhone 14 Pro Max, and iPhone 15 Pro, we got Crave cases that we're going to review for those devices as well. So if this isn't your specific device, but you have one of the other ones, just look around in the videos, and right around there, this one, you should see a Crave case review for your specific device. So let me switch camera angles here, and we will jump into it. Let's see here. Add to stage. Let me see if I can make this bigger. Let's see. There we go. Got the right camera angle. Okay, so I'm looking at this Crave case, right? Let me take it off real fast. This is the box that it came in, right? So here is the box, right? Not much to it, right? It's your traditional case manufacturing box, but it does have some key points on here. It is obviously strong, it's reliable, and protective, right? I mean, it gets straight to the point. It's stylish as well. They forgot to mention it is pretty stylish. So this is a ultra slim design. Definitely has shock absorption. It is a dual layer case, a true dual layer, which you see some other, I'm not going to mention names, you see some other case companies label and or advertise their cases as being dual layer, and that's just not the case. But with Crave it is, right? And I'm going to show you and tell you why that's so important. Obviously they have premium quality materials that they make these cases with, in a precise cutouts, which we will get into. So it has a unbeatable warranty, and you get a lot for an affordable price, and that's what attracted me to them in the very beginning, right? Years ago, probably what, eight years ago. First one I got, I was like, wow, I really like this case. Always got it ever since, right? And y'all know I'm picky about my cases, so trust me, right? I mean, this is a nice case. So it is a true dual layer. So what does that mean? It means you can take it apart. It has 2 layers, dual layer, right? So you have a soft, it's a very soft silicone inside, and then you have a hard outside shell. Hear that? So you have, it's perfect for shock absorption. But here's why I like Crave cases. They give you the dual layer, which is optimal drop protection, but it's not bulky. Some dual layer, most dual layers are really, really bulky. They add weight, they're heavy, so it adds extra weight in your hand, in your pocket on other cases, and it adds thickness on other cases that are dual layer. This makes, again, this is why I love Crave cases. Very slim for dual layer. It's probably the slimmest. You know what? I would be hard pressed to find another dual layer case that's this thin. So if you like optimal protection, but want something thin that's not going to be like a brick in your pocket, this is definitely the case to get. I honestly cannot think of any other case that is dual layer that's this thin. So that's a huge bonus in my book. Just so you get the soft inside, which is the shock absorption. So when you drop it, that the soft silicone in here is going to absorb the impact, right? That's what you want, like an airbag in a car, right? It absorbs that impact, right? Saves your brain. Now, the hard outside prevents flexing. Now, what does that do? That when you prevent the flexing, when you drop your device, is what cracks not only the impact and the inertia, right? It's not a science class, but you get it, right? It's not rocket science, but the hard outside shell it helps the device remain rigid and stiff when it hits the ground, because when it flexes, that's when the glass shatters, right? If you flex a piece of glass, it's going to snap, correct? Same thing happens when you drop them. So you get the rigidness and stiffness of the hardback shell, and then you get the soft absorption, impact absorption from the inside, right? So you're protected. So you're going to be really, really protected. And again, y'all know I use I'll have a case I use inside the house, or a thin case, and then when I leave the house, I'll put a thick or dual layer case on my phone when I leave the house or the office. So if I do drop it, I'm protected. But I don't want that bulky feeling inside the house. I want something real nice, thin. It gets that phone feeling. This does it. If you purchase this, you're not going to have a thin case inside. If you're probably a nerd like me, which I'm sure there's very few. I'm nerd to the max when it comes to this, or anal, but whatever you want to call it. you do not have to have like two separate cases, one thin for inside and one thick dual layer for outside. This covers it all. All right, it's thin enough for inside use, although dual layer, strong enough and protective enough that you can use outside the house as well. So this one case covers it all. So you have the nice engraving on the bottom. You have a nice felt. Let me see if I can focus in on here. You have a nice felt back. Let's see. There we go. Hello. You can get that. You can really see the detail there of the engraving of the Crave logo. Plus, this back is really, really nice. It's felt. It's real grippy. Not gonna slip out of your hands. You have the cutouts for the dual mics up top, right? You have your power and your volume button rockers right here. And on the inside, my favorite, nice design. Although looks can be deceiving because not only does it look cool, but it's also little channels for hot air. So if your device gets hot or you're outside in South Texas in the summer, it allows for heat dissipation, right? It allows for the heat to escape, basically. There's nothing worse than getting a good case, right? And then it just has a completely flat inside. Right? Whenever I get those, I'm like, oh, great. Phone's gonna get hot with this, with that whatever case on there. But with Crave, you don't have to worry about that. It does have adequate heat ventilation. Does this have air pockets? Yes, it may be hard to see in the camera. Does have air pockets where you can kind of tell on all four corners on the inside, which is like, as I mentioned, a little airbag kind of that helps absorb that impact. You can tell right here. There's a couple of air pockets. Now look, there's your power cutout, and there's your speaker cutout. And last but not least, maybe the most important, protection for your camera. You can tell how it's raised up a little bit all around the camera area right there. Just gives you a little added protection. Plus, when you lay it down flat on the back, you're on a surface, you're not going to scratch those nice lenses on the phone. So let's put it on there. Goes on nice and easy. Snaps right in. No struggle with that whatsoever. Really, really nice. Nice looking, there we go, color. Now this is the gray one. They got a bunch of different colors for this model, for the S24 Plus. They have it in multiple colors. They did send me the gray, which it does look nice. I have multiple colors, as you can tell. Look, for the S24 Ultra, for the S24 Ultra, and then look at that, this for the Pixel 8 Pro. So just really, really nice color combinations. They have a color that will suit anybody, right? So if you're a person that doesn't like real bright, bold, bright colors, they have the darker, more bolder colors. Or if you do like the brighter colors, they got those as well. So very nice selection. Let's see the cutouts. Having focusing issues. I'm not recording on my normal camera. There we go. So you got nice, look at that, precise cutouts. Top, very nice cutouts. And then camera, you see that protection? So the camera lenses do not come up and over that the camera cutout, right? Because if it did, that would be no good. You can tell they're nice. They're sitting in there just right to where there is some raisivity. Is that a word? Raisivity? There is some raised elevation, some raised material around the camera lenses. You can tell right here. Adequate protection. You're not going to be scratching those. So that's very nice. Very nice cutouts. Very stylish. Very grippy. It's a no-brainer in my opinion. You got to get one of the. Again, I've used these personally for years before they reached out. So I would have recommended them. At any point in time over the last 8 years. But let's look at the screen protection. This does have a screen protector on it. And the case is still raised up and over the, not only the phone screen and or display, but the screen protector. As you can tell, there's a tiny lip that goes all the way around the device that gives you protection for your phone, for your screen, if you drop it on accident. or on purpose, but it should and will protect your screen. As you can tell, look. So if you lay down on a surface, not going to get scratched, and or if you drop it. Plus, you have raised material up and around these camera lenses, so if you lay it down flat on its back, move it around, no issues whatsoever. So let's test the clickies. Let me see if I can get the... Let me turn this down. Oh, well. Hang on. Sorry, we're doing this in real time. Okay, so let's see if we can hear this. That was power. That was the volume. Very nice clickies. So that'll do it for the Crave case review for the S24 Ultra. The official name is Crave Dual Guard. Crave Dual Guard. Let me throw this up on the screen here. Let's do this just so you can get a good look. Go to cravedirect.com. Now you will get prompted if you put your email in. I believe you do get a discount on your purchase. Here we go. This is the case for the S24 Plus. The S24 Plus case dual guard. Look at all these colors they got. They have black. They got navy. That's a really nice. It's this color right here. Can you tell? That's the navy. They got slate. Now, this would be the slate. I believe I said gray at the beginning, but gray, slate, same thing. But they call it slate. So it is the slate color, which I have here. Then you got the good old red, lilac, green, aqua. That's nice. I got that one for the S24 Ultra. When we'll check out that review here. Good review. Let's what else they got. Last one, berry. That's very nice. Now, real quick, check this out. Look how many cases they got. So they cover whatever phone you have. I mean, look, that colors. I got colors in my brain. Whatever device you have, whatever phone you have, they're gonna have you covered. They got iPhone 15 Pro Max all the way down to the iPhone SE, all the way down to iPhone 7, and even the older models. It says on the very bottom left, older iPhone models. They basically got cases for every iPhone model. And look at all these Samsung models they got. S24 Ultra and or S24 series, all the way down to the A series, down to the Note series that were out a few years ago. They got all the Pixel phones. So just phenomenal products. Again, I'm a strong believer. I have not found any negatives really. And look, honestly, I kind of hate to say that because I do like to conduct honest reviews, but this is one of my favorite cases for a reason. So go out and get it. You will not be disappointed. I can promise you that. Crave Dual Guard case for S24 Ultra. Peace out. Go to cravedirect.com. Cravedirect.com. Peace.